Aloha! My name is Grif Frost. I'm the #1 business broker on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I represent VR Business Brokers, which is #1 in the world, #1 in the United States, #1 in Hawaii, and definitely #1 on the Big Island of Hawaii. Today I want to walk you through the process of how to buy an LQ business on the Big Island. And you'll hear me talk a lot about LQ. LQ means life quality. The happiest people I know in the world, and I've had the chance to work with hundreds of millionaires, multimillionaires, even billionaires, are people who own an LQ business. An LQ business is enhancing your life quality, not detracting from it. And as someone who's bought, built, and sold 40 plus businesses, I can tell you some enhance your LQ and some detract from it. So I'm going to walk through the process of how to identify an LQ business for you to acquire so that you can live on the Big Island of Hawaii. #1 is, when I ask people where do they want to live on the Big Island, they often reply wherever the best business acquisition opportunity is. That's the wrong answer. The Big Island has 23 out of the 26 microclimates in the world, and West Hawaii centered around Kona, or Waimea, which is up at 2,500 feet and is cattle ranch country, or Hilo, which is very lush and very tropical and gets a lot of rain, although only at nighttime. They're all extremely different. So the first thing you need to do is figure out where you, and if your family's coming along, they've got to buy into this as well, figure out where you want to live on the Big Island. You can reach out to me. I'll be happy to give you some guidance. And of course, on the internet, there's tons of great information available. So #1 is start your search for an LQ business by figuring out where you want to live on the Big Island. Once you've figured that out, we can find you the right LQ business for you. #2, and this seems kind of obvious, make sure you have a superior relationship with a very professional business broker. Of course, as the #1 business broker on the Big Island of Hawaii, I want you to work with me. But I have to tell you that there's many more buyers for businesses than there are qualified businesses to sell. So you've got to remember, you're competing with a lot of other buyers. So it's really important that you develop a very respectful, a great relationship with your business broker, because they're going to be able to steer you to the right opportunity. You should understand that, for example, I work with over 30 different businesses that are in my pipeline, and some are not even signed up yet. But I'll have 30 plus businesses I'm working with, and the people who have taken the time to reach out to me and introduce themselves and tell me what they're looking to achieve, those are the people I'm steering those businesses to, and many of them never make it to the websites. So find a good business broker, reach out to them, educate the business broker, have a superior relationship with that business broker, and they will be probably the most important partner you can have in finding an LQ business on the Big Island. Next, make sure you know what your strengths are. You want to buy a business which is enhancing your strengths. #2 is make sure you know what your passions are. If you're going to be buying a business, you need to be passionate about it. #3 is have some idea of what type of business you're looking to acquire. Is it a retail business? Is it an internet business? Is it a distribution business? Is it a manufacturing business? Get an idea of what you're looking for. Make sure you've got your financial resources in order. Probably one of the biggest challenges to buying a business is getting financing. The amount of financial resources that you have available to acquire a business is extremely important to know. It also means that when you contact your business broker and he introduces you to the right LQ business acquisition opportunity, you can move quickly. Remember, you're in competition with a lot of other buyers. So you need to make sure you have your financial resources in order and you share that with your business broker. It's also really important to practice. And what I mean by practice is start looking around at different business acquisition opportunities Maybe they're not on the Big Island. Maybe they're in your hometown. But start looking at different businesses available for sale, and that's going to educate you about what is a good business and what you should be looking for. Practice does make perfect. Next is when you get that right business opportunity, move on it. Submit an offer. And understand that anytime that you're submitting an offer and you're putting a deposit in escrow, it will come back to you if you decide to back out. And most people don't realize that. And the reason is because you have contingencies built into your offer. So if you make the offer, if it's accepted, you put the money in escrow, and then you find out for whatever reason this is not the right business for you, you can back out and get a full refund. And most buyers don't realize that, and they're hesitant to put in an offer. And guess what? They miss out because there's some other buyer who understands that they can put an offer in with contingencies and still back out if for whatever reason it's not right for them. Next is due diligence. Once you've made an offer, it's been accepted, you have 30 to 60 days to go through and make sure that everything that you've been told about this business is in fact true. Extremely important. And the one thing that I recommend, which I've never seen another business broker recommend, is make sure you do a business plan with the seller of the business so that the seller is doing basically a brain dump for you about all that information that he understands and knows, but maybe hasn't written down. Put that in a business plan. That way you know the business backwards and forwards before you take ownership. And then finally, and I think I really hope that you're going to reach out, because there's a lot more information I can provide you in terms of how to buy an LQ business. Just reach out to me. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. If you really want to live in paradise and you want to buy an LQ business on the Big Island, reach out to me. My email address is grifFrost@vrhi.com. Aloha.